Hey guys, so today's video is for the girls, and we're discussing birth control today, and so yeah, that should be exciting. For my girls who don't know anything about birth control or aren't on it or all the things under the sun, I am going to talk about like how you take that journey into the birth control land. So yeah, pretty much based on my own experience. So I first got on birth control my freshman year of college, I believe. And so for me, there was two reasons. One, my mom was like, oh, well, you're going to college and I want you to be protected. So logically there, even though I didn't even have a boyfriend, whatever. But then the second reason is because I have really, really bad menstrual cramps. And so birth control is known to calm that down and regulate your period, which is really, really good. So not everyone gets on birth control because they're having sex. They could just have really bad menstrual cramps like I do and want to calm that down, because that definitely does work. So when I first got on birth control, I was on Levora, I think. And so it was fine, but it didn't really do anything for my cramps. And because I wasn't dating anyone or anything like that, that was the only reason I was using birth control. And so I wanted it to be effective. If I'm going to be taking a pill every single day at the same time, I want it to be effective. So I went to my doctor, who was my pediatrician back then, and I told her, you know, about my complaints. And so she decided to put me on a different birth control, which had more estrogen, which means it's stronger, so that hopefully that would change how I felt on my periods. So this is the one I'm taking now, called Levora. So it looks like that. It's a little case. This is the back. So and you open it up like this, and it comes with like little information about the birth control, like all of its things. And then these are the actual pills. So these are the pink ones, are the placebo pills, and the white ones are the actual birth control. So I never take the placebo because they're like sugar pills. So why I want sugar in my system. But anyway, that's how that looks. And so you take, how birth control works, you take one every day at the same time. And I try to take it at the same time, so I set an alarm on my phone. Right now it's set for 10 p.m. every day to take it. And so that's how that whole bit works. But before you even get on it, you do want to go see your doctor, whether that's your general doctor, your pediatrician, your gynecologist. It just depends what age group you're in. If you're a teenager, you're probably going to just see a pediatrician and she'll prescribe it or he'll prescribe it. But if you're older, you're probably going to have your gynecologist do it, since they take care of reproductive health and all that kind of stuff. So they'll go over your symptoms and everything, and they'll figure out what's the best birth control for you, because there are so many different types of brands, and it really is trial and error, because it's finding out what works best for you. And this pills isn't the only form of birth control. You know, you have the IUD where you stick it up and it does that. I couldn't do that. I know my friend, she has like this thing in her arm they shot into her, and that controls her birth control. There's so many different ways, but I feel like the pill is the best way, because I have control over this. When I want to stop taking it, I just stop taking it. Like, that's it. I don't have any more birth control in my system, and there you go. But if I have something inside me, or if I have like something in my arm, I have to like go get it removed. That's just too much for me. I'm just not that person that can deal with all that. So yes, go to your doctor if you have any complaints. Like, I had another complaint I had was I felt like my sex drive was like really low, and mostly it's just like I felt like I just wasn't turned on by anything anymore. And so at that time, my pediatrician, this was back before I had a doctor, like regular doctor, so I was younger, she was like, well, yeah, that's like the point, because I mean, think about it, it's birth control, it's controlling like, you know, your whole birthing situation, like it's basically making your body think it's pregnant, so you know, you don't really want to engage in sex or things like that. But it wasn't even about the sex, it was just like I didn't feel normal, I didn't feel like myself. And so I had a whole conversation with her about that. But the thing is, birth control does take a minute to get into your system, and so the more I took it, the more my body got used to it and regulated, and then all my hormones got back to normal. So it's definitely a hormonal thing. So definitely it takes time for it to really like root itself into your system. Although the birth control I'm on, I forget, there's like 2 different types for the pill, but this is the one that works right away. So the first day I took it, my body's protected from semen and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, but then there's another one where you have to like wait like a few days before it like actually activates. So you have to like make sure you use condoms, but you're using those anyway. And things like that. And so birth control, if you guys didn't know, so if you guys don't know anything about it, it's not 100% effective. It's like 99 point something, so pretty much almost perfect. But you should still use condoms because you never know. And I've seen multiple stories where a woman's on taking the pill, but she still gets pregnant. So don't rely on that as your only option of keeping yourself free of birth control, pregnancy. And also, it doesn't work against STDs or anything like that, so that's why condoms are necessary, chicas. And chicos, because you guys should be doing the condom buying, or girls, it really doesn't matter. But yeah, so that's my foray into birth control. And so I talked with my mom about it, to make sure like we were okay on the same page. But I understand like not all parents are going to be receptive to you wanting to get on birth control. So some people go to Planned Parenthood to do it because their parents just, they don't feel comfortable talking with them about it. I know with my insurance, I don't even think I had to tell my mom, but we just had that relationship where I wanted to tell her. So, yeah, but if my doctor prescribed it for me and my mom, I don't think had to know. But it's different for everyone's insurance and doctor policies and all that kind of stuff. But if you're going to plan on having sex and, you know, you're going to have sex a lot, it's natural. We're humans. We do that. We procreate. But if you don't want to procreate because this is not the right time of your life to do that, then birth control is a good option. Because, you know, it just, like, if you're going to college, you don't want to have a baby in the middle of your junior year because you're almost done. And, you know, there's lots of reasons why we don't want children in this time of our early time of our life. And so it's a personal choice. And I understand birth control is not for everyone because of either, like, because you don't like the side effects of it, because it can have side effects, you know, like mood swings and, like I was telling you guys, the low sex drive thing. And it really is a trial and error because you kind of figure out which one works for you and which one doesn't work for you. So there's a lot of things, but I think the benefits outweigh the negative, if that makes sense. I've been on the same birth control now for like a good 3 years probably, off and on, because sometimes I take a break from it when I'm just tired of taking it, especially yeah, sometimes I'm just tired of taking it, and I just want to have my regular like menstrual flow back, and you know, just for personal reasons. But yeah, we all have those reasons why we take it, and my experience with pills, birth control pills, has been successful and positive, and I've stuck with this same brand with its tan pinkish packaging for a while now, and so I really like it. But yeah, if you guys have any questions specifically about birth control and all that kind of stuff, feel free to message me or leave it in the comments below, or tweet me at cat_Rebecca. And yeah, and we'll talk later. So see you guys. Bye.